Hampshire have to chase down 364 on the last day of their LV County Championship match with Leicestershire at Grace Road, with 6 wickets still in hand after the home side batted themselves into a strong position on the penultimate day. Having rejected a chance to enforce a follow-on with a first innings lead of 175 under their belts, Leicestershire resumed on the third morning on 68 for 2, their lead now standing at 243. That was soon being added to by the overnight batsmen of Ned Eckersley and Ramnaresh Sarwan, who'd come together on the previous evening after Leicestershire lost both openers early. They pushed the total along to 109 with a stand of 86, but then both fell in successive Sean Irvine overs. Eckersley became the latest in a long list this summer to be bowled shouldering arms, while Sarwan missed a drive. He'd made 46 to take his tally in the championship this year to 941 runs, while Eckersley was gone for 39. With 2 new batsmen now in, this was the chance for Hampshire to get themselves back into this contest, but Josh Cobb was put down off a regulation edge at slip. And with that went any real chance of bowling the opposition out. Cobb made sure of that with some terrific stroke play. Being in such a dominant position in a game has been something of a rarity for Leicestershire this summer. So often the likes of Cobb have been at the crease under pressure to try to save a game, or at least to help their side out of a tricky situation. That was not the case here though, and Cobb appeared to be enjoying himself. He eased Liam Dawson for 3 fours in the same over, as the lead now approached 350 at lunch. After the break, Leicestershire lost Matt Boyce, who gave Irvine his 3rd wicket of the day with a nick to Dawson. He left with his side on 166 for 5. Leicestershire may have been tempted to bring the impressive Shiv Thakur up the order, but instead he came in at number 7 and just carried on where he left off in the first innings. He did lose his partner Cobb for 42 with the total on 184, Dawson claiming his 30th catch of the season, this time off his own bowling. Even with a lead of 359, Leicestershire batted on in the knowledge that Hampshire easily chased down 326 in their last match in just over 2 sessions, in which they lost only 2 wickets. Matthew Hoggard didn't want to give them a sniff here, and Thakur was again batting beautifully. His partnership with Wayne White in the first innings had been the one which had seen Leicestershire on top in this match, and White's 6 off Dawson ensured that it stayed that way. 62 more runs were added by White and Thakur before the latter was denied his 4th 50 in 5 innings, as he gloved a pull off Kabir Ali behind to go for 45. Nathan Buck then took the total to 265 with White before the declaration arrived once Buck had given Dawson yet another catch. White was left on 35. So that left Hampshire 4 sessions in which to score 441 runs for an unlikely win. It would have been even more unlikely had Jimmy Adams been given out LBW to Buck. Not that Leicestershire had to wait too long for their first success, Michael Carberry turning a ball from Hoggard into the hands of short mid-wicket. White then grabbed the big wicket of Neil Mackenzie, who was shocked to be bowled behind his legs on 6. 6 was also the score on which Simon Katic was dismissed. He edged Alex Wyatt behind to leave his side in a rather hopeless position on 42 for 3. Still, few gave Hampshire a chance of chasing down 326 last weekend until Adams smashed 149. But this time his innings was ended on 22, Hoggard catching the bottom of his bat to have him taken behind shortly before the close. Dawson and the night watchman James Tomlinson did see out the final 6 overs, but again this was Leicestershire's day, and they will go into the last one needing 6 wickets to record their first win since the opening game of the season. Hampshire will start again on 77 for 4, still 364 runs shy of their target.